Alright guys, well I know I said I'd upload a video every day until Christmas, and I already messed it up by uploading it on the 3rd. I'm just gonna upload as much as I possibly can. I've just been super busy, like 10 and 3 things today and yesterday, and just finished this Mustang up. But what you guys don't see on the other side of this camera is the new build. Now, a lot of you don't see these key fobs in my hand often. I'm a Mopar guy, I'm a Chrysler guy, Cummins, but I think we're changing up a little bit here. And now I have the opportunity to do something that I don't think very many people have. Here's a little teaser. That's all you're gonna get. And just stay tuned. It'll probably be in the next video. You'll see the new build. I love it. I absolutely love it. And coming from me and you seeing that fob, just be patient with me. We're gonna finish up a lot on the pink truck. I know the pink truck's been dragging out, and I'm gonna explain a little bit later why it's kind of dragging out right now. But let's get in there. I gotta throw the track bar on finally. A couple other things. Technically it can move, but it can't move yet because once I get the track bar in, but it can't move yet because we're doing a motor swapping in there on an old square body, so we can't really move the Strawberry out yet. But after we do that, I gotta do one more thing, and then I can button everything back together, really. So be patient with me. The pink truck's almost done, I promise. I can't wait to get that done. But yeah, so like I said, new build sitting right there. Let's see if I give you guys a little teaser. No, if I show you that, it'll show too much. So I'm not gonna do that. Not gonna do that. But just be patient. Next video, completely new build, and I have the opportunity now with this build to do something I don't think I've ever seen on YouTube. So it'll be interesting. But we're gonna get inside, get busy again, and I'll explain the rest of the pink truck in a little bit. More?
I might have started.
Hold on, you were almost there. Thing that sucks is that I put the drag link on and then now it's in the way.
Let me start it real quick and see if we can just use the hydro boost to make it move more. You know
That's fine.
Alright, hang on.
What?
Did you do anything with the injection lines on this? Oh, I see.
The house, 2-mile driveway, get the mailbox. 6 miles down the road, go to church.
Alright, so we got the new track bar in, but the temporary bolt for the bottom, because they're non-existent anymore, discontinued, can't buy them. I was going to use this temporarily so I can move it, get a grade 8 one after the fact, but I'm about to get a grade 8 one because the temporary bolt was, this is how temporary it was. This is interesting because this is actually throwing me back. So my first truck, 4-inch lift, they had like 34s on it, Coopers, nothing crazy, but the offset of the wheel, I feel like it was a 0 or a -12, or I don't even know, but the width of the tire ended up hitting the leaf spring. I remember that. I remember it rubbed, but it didn't rub the fenders or anything. But it also came with a set of like 20s and 33s back then, and it rubbed the leaf spring. But this, now that I'm actually processed this, if I had, just say this is a 14 wide, this is a 26 by 14, if it was a 26 by 12, 26 by 10, 24, whatever, 10 wide, if it was not this giant offset, this 14.5-inch wide tire would just not even clear. So this threw me back. That's crazy that, you know, to fit this is the first time the offset actually matters because of the leaf spring truck. With a coil spring truck, that's never an issue. But on this, because the leaves go all the way up and it's kind of in your turning area, any less of an offset of this wheel, we'd be clipping this leaf spring with the tire, which is absolutely nuts over here. So I was just looking at that and it threw me back to my first truck. But there's something to keep in mind, because you know, a lot of people will be like, oh, why the wheel's so wide, the huge lip, this, that, and the other. But in this instance, it's almost necessary, because otherwise we wouldn't clear, and not clear the body, it wouldn't clear the suspension. Over here, when we get the bumper on, we're going to space it out a little bit so we don't have to trim it. But yeah, over here we clear just enough. Like I said, doesn't look like we do here, but when we turn, I think we're fine, because it'll swing under and just be all right. If we need to trim at an angle, we can. That's nothing. This still needs secured in here anyway. Here's it at full lock in the rear too. Yeah, like I said, any less of an offset, we'd be clipping the leaf springs both front and rear. So that's pretty impressive. I didn't even think of that when I bought this setup. I just bought this setup because that's what I wanted to run. I forgot that whole concept on the on the leaf spring trucks. And at the beginning of this video, you guys saw we actually wired in the headlights. It's back out again because, so this obviously it's wired into here. So when the headlights turn on, it'll turn that running strip on. I don't actually, at first I was like, okay, that's cool, but the more I look at it, I kind of want that running strip on all the time, because it looks so clean, and it kind of gets lost with the lower, running light on. That's also white, not amber on this. So it kind of gets lost in there. But if the truck was just running and had that strip going all the time, like a daytime running light, like all the new vehicles, even the Alpha Rex or Morimoto headlights, I'm gonna run, there's a fuse that I can tap, and I'll run the power. It's a key, it's a switched power. So I'm gonna tap that fuse and run the white wire here, which is your white running light. I'm gonna tap that to run with the the key on, so the strips will come on with the key on and not the headlights. But it'll still turn and switch back when the turn signal comes on, but they'll always be on and running, and I think it'll give it a really clean, unique look instead of having it all run at the same time, because it's still cool. It's stupid bright, like they're blinding, but I think I said I'm gonna run it with the key instead of this. I mean, this is the way Profile told you to wire it, but yeah, we're gonna switch that up. So that's why the headlights are back out, and we're gonna get that rewired. After, I gotta order another one of these because I don't know where the other one went. That's part of the problem with the projects like this, the whole full out restoration, or you touch everything at once and not a little bit at a time. Totally misplaced this other one. I have no idea where it went. I grabbed both of them, and then I've only have one of them now. So we'll get those tapped, and then the headlights can go in, and then the bumper can finally go on, because I just don't want to struggle and scratch the paint trying to put these screws back in. I threw a small crack, and sometimes if you get the bumper set high enough, these kind of hide a little bit. So I'm gonna wait till those go back on, or back in, then I could throw this bumper on. Like I said, there's a little bit here and there that needs to be done before this thing could actually be put back together. It doesn't look like there's progress being made, but there is. Like I said, little things like this. That's wired, just needs to be switched. Other one needs to be ordered and come in so I could get that wired. Yeah, but like I said, we're almost there. Just little, few details here, and this thing will be driving soon. All right, so I've been messing with these mirrors for a minute now, and it's not even been just a minute. It's been like an endless process, because I took this apart. I don't know, you can go back in the videos. It's probably over a month, 2 months ago, that I took this mirror completely apart, got it to where it's at, unplugged the running light or turn signal, whatever came in the mirror that you'd have to wire anyway at the door, because this truck didn't come with these functions. If you had like a 05, 6, 7, 8, all the way up to 16, that's when the turn signal started, being put into the mirrors and all that. So all that wiring would work down there. But for this, I would have to make it work. But the thing is, these mirrors don't have white running lights in them. So as you know, I bought the Recon, like Superduty, like the aftermarket lights that go in the mirrors. They do fit. They'd have to fit with some trimming, and I can make them work and do all the wiring up here and then wire them down here and all that. But even at the top, to get I don't have the plug that goes in there, so I would pin it and like stick it, and hopefully it would stay and not kind of cross and like the pins would touch and any of that, because I don't have the actual plug in the mirror that matches the Recon ones, because the Recon ones go into the newer newer Super Duty, you know, factory mirrors. So in that, and plus taking these things apart, getting the glass out, doing all that, it's quite the chore. So if you remember, I bought that black 7.3 as well to like steal the interior out of it, do that. I still have it. It's actually holding up our shop sign up front right now. However, those mirrors are not like stupid expensive. They're about 300 bucks, which is still kind of crazy. I'm slowly realizing how valuable time is, and in that thing, I could probably spend a whole day trying to get that one mirror to work, get all the pins right, sand it down, get it to fit, put it back together just to get to the other mirror, tear that one apart, split it, do all that, repeat the process, and do that again. And in that, it's like I'm gonna spend a whole day doing that. I could put the mirrors I have on the pink truck on the black truck, so when it's like I could take the sign off that one and then like sell that black truck. It's got good towing mirrors on it, so I would say new headlights, new mirrors, kind of updated a little bit. Boost Auto Parts has mirrors for 2004 and up, but they're still bolt to that door. So the only thing that's really different in my mind at that point is the wiring. So if I wired everything at the door, like in the door, then I should have no issue getting the Boost Auto Parts mirrors to work that work for an 04 and up. So I think I'm going to end up spending the money getting the Boost Auto Parts mirrors with the switchbacks and everything working the way it should. And yeah, I just end up doing that, and then I can literally just bolt them on, wire them at the door, and call it a day. Don't got to disassemble another mirror, don't got to make the recons fit, don't got to do any of that. Just in that time ends up saving me one time, but then also money. So I think that's the smartest way to take this one. So I think I'm just gonna scrap that whole, it would be cool to make it work, but I think I'm gonna make it work in a different way. So like I said, guys, we're at the end of this project, and we're almost there. A few more things to do. I will say, when I shot the bed to get it ready for Myrtle Beach, I don't like how thick the clear is. You put a paint meter up to it, it's factory. It's like factory thickness. You don't gotta, there's nothing to worry about. Factory, you know, factory mills, all that. However, on like a show quality truck or a custom truck, paint is usually thicker. The clear is definitely thicker. You can layer it, you can sand it flat, and you get a perfect finish, just like the rest of the truck. The rest of the truck is all flow coated, was painted, sanded, re-cleared, so everything's flat and thick. So I'm gonna do that to the bed and that fender I just shot as well. I'm gonna do it right and do all that. So I'm gonna get the interior put back together, paint that, and then I can assemble the rest. So I'm gonna order the rest of the stuff for the headlights, trying to hide the new build, sorry. You'll see that in the next video, because we're gonna have to take a little break on this one. But I'm gonna put the interior together, finish the audio. Hopefully the mirrors will come in a quick manner, do all that, and then we should be good to go. Bolt it up, drive it over there, paint it, come back, throw the headlights in, or re-clear it, and then call it a day. So it's been crazy, guys. I said, doing a lot of things, so I appreciate you guys and all your support. Just been crazy. Like I said, these videos, they take a lot to film, so like videos like this where I'm trying to give you like a daily occurrence, gonna be a little different. But upcoming here, I think you're really gonna like the next video, the new build, what my plans are, my whole idea. It's gonna be definitely unique, and yeah guys, so I know you guys are itching to see the pink truck done, just as I am too, but we're almost there. If you enjoyed this video, shoot a thumbs up. If you haven't been here before, please get down there, click subscribe, drop me a comment while you're down there. Take care, and I will see you guys in the next one. Get excited.